we have strongest hope with regard to the government that it will adhere to their announced policy of zero civilian casualty. We have, of course, noted their recent statement of stopping combat operations and not to use heavy weapons, aerial bombardment, etc. With regard to the future of this country, I was glad to receive very firm reassurance from President Rajapaksa that he attaches great importance to resolving the question of Tamil people, how to give them a fair, justifiable, democratic type of life. And President is of the opinion that it is only through political solution, not military solution, that a sustainable democracy can be established in this country. And I was glad to see that he's totally committed to creating a society where different ethnic groups adhering to different culture, different religion, etc., can live together harmoniously in good friendship with each other. And this is the position that the Japanese government has reiterated through its Prime Minister to the President in the past.
You subscribe to the Western view that there should be a ceasefire.
First of all, I'm not sure at all whether there's such thing as the Western view on this subject. There are many, many Western governments, and I'm not perhaps as sharply analytical as you are, that there is such thing as the Western view.
I just want to tell you correct. You said that the government has said that there will be a cessation of hostilities in the so-called no-fire zone. And number two, if in the event the government continues with low-key hostilities, what is Japan's viewpoint vis-a-vis bilateral assistance to GOSL?
I imagine that you are referring to the government statement on the 27th of April, announcing cessation of combat operations. But if you read carefully that statement, it does not prevent the government side to take some defensive action or for the protection of IDPs. And I understand that you are referring to reports of some firings. I don't think any of us knows from where these firings come from. I have heard also reports of heavy fires, but I have no way of confirming veracity of these reports. But I hope very much that the government is adhering to its position and applying the policy of restraint, which is not tantamount to the cessation of hostilities, all kinds of hostilities. It slightly falls short of it. And I think military action should be limited to what is necessary for self-defensive purposes and for absolutely necessary humanitarian cause. And if that policy is adhered to on the ground, there's no reason for us to examine or re-examine our policy with regard to assistance. In the present context of Sri Lanka, the phrases such as cessation of hostilities or ceasefire have rather specific meaning. I call your attention to the ceasefire agreement concluded with the help of Norway in the year 2002, February. And in January last year, the government decided to terminate that ceasefire agreement because of its view that that agreement was exploited by the other side to strengthen its military capability. And so it's better for us not to use such term as ceasefire, which has specific political meaning, and cessation of hostilities is another term. It is used in many other conflict situations. It is short of peace agreement, as you know. Cessation of hostilities is also temporary in nature. For instance, I remember when I was UN Secretary General's Special Representative in the former Yugoslavia, through arduous negotiations, I was able to conclude 4-month cessation of hostilities agreement with 3 parties in Bosnia. But at the end of 4 months, it came to an end, and there was no willingness to renew it. In Cambodia, where I was also SIS chief, I was more fortunate because I was able to operate on the basis of comprehensive peace agreement. Peace agreement is much more than a ceasefire or cessation of hostilities. It's agreement of all the parties in conflict to come to terms and to accept common future and achieve a new political stability through free and fair elections. And the UN supervised the entire process.
Subscribe to the Western view that there should be a ceasefire.
First of all, I'm not sure at all whether there's such thing as the Western view on this subject. There are many, many Western governments, and I'm not perhaps as sharply analytical as you are, that there is such thing as the Western view.